नमस्कार, मैं दिव्यांशी श्रीवास्तवा स्वागत करती हूँ स्टडी आईक्यू पे। आज हमारे साथ एक ऐसी शख्स जुड़ी है जिन्होंने आसाम पीसीएस में रैंक 60 हासिल की है, राखीश्री लेखारू। नमस्कार राखीश्री, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
Thank you so much. Hello everyone. I am Rakhishri Lekharu. I am from Assam, Nagaon district. Recently, I have cleared APSC CCE 2018 and I have secured rank 60 with Assam Civil Service rank, ACS rank. And I have already completed my master's and in sociology, and also I have done my B.Ed from Guwahati University, and I have done my master's from Tejpur University. And since 2017 itself, I started preparing, and it was my first attempt, and luckily I have cleared it in my first attempt only.
आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई राखीश्री। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, what was the motivation behind Assam Public Service Commission?
In every job or every exam, there must be a motivation, and my motivation was to serve my people, serve my native people, within whom I am brought up. Among those people, my native people, they are facing so many problems in different aspects. So if I will be able to manage any one of them to my within my jurisdiction, within my authority, by using my capacity or talent, then it would be great for everybody. So the motivation was only, there was one motivation, to serve my people, and that's it.
बहुत सुंदर ख्याल है आपके राखीश्री जी। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, आपने तैयारी कैसे शुरू की? प्रीलिम्स, मेंस, क्या स्ट्रैटेजी थी आपकी?
Strategy was very simple. There are two aspects. One is dedication, and second was hard work. And if preparation is with some proper objective, then nobody can stop you from achieving the success. See, in my prelims, I started with NCERT textbooks from class 6 to class 12, all the subjects like history, polity, geography, because in our general studies paper, we have to attempt every aspect, and we can expect anything under the sun. So we have to read everything, each and every subject, and NCERT was my base. And secondly, for polity, specifically, I followed Lakshmikant, as all of us know Lakshmikant, and my special study material for my optionals were the textbooks or the materials from KK Handick State Open University for my sociology optional.
प्रीलिम्स और मेंस की जैसे बात करते हैं इंटीग्रेटेड प्रिपरेशन की, तो आप क्या हमारे दर्शकों को बताएंगे इंटीग्रेटेड प्रिपरेशन कैसे करते हैं?
When you are preparing for prelims, we should not think कि I am preparing only for prelims. All the three steps should be our mind. कि prelims, after prelims, I will appear in mains, then in interview. So, and this preparation will go on gradually, not in a one stroke. Like when I was preparing for prelims, when I was reading Lakshmikant or other NCERTs, conception was clear, and in prelims you have to know each and every point, because there are MCQs, objective questions, so you have to know in detail. And secondly, when you are preparing for prelims, then the syllabus become vast and your preparation become conceptual. If you know the concept, because there is no any question key that will come in your exam exactly what you have prepared in your entire preparation. So you have to know the concept, so that anything regarding that point of view, you can answer it properly. That is the thing.
राखीश्री, जैसे आपने बताया, आप फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में आपने इस एग्जाम को क्लियर किया। हम सभी को पता है कितनी प्रेस्टिजियस एग्जामिनेशन है, साथ ही साथ आप जॉब भी करती थी, तो आपने किस तरीके से टाइम मैनेज किया जॉब के साथ अपनी प्रिपरेशन को?
Actually, if I am targeting the civil service, such a prestigious examination, then I have to prepare myself first. The job, whatever I'm choosing, the APSC, if I'm choosing that, then I have to accept all the challenges in that way. So since I was engaging in teaching only, I was a guest faculty in KK Handy State Open University. So it was quite helpful for me, because to make the students more understood, I have to prepare myself before going to classroom. So in that preparation, it was clubbed with my exam preparation. And whenever I was preparing for exam, then there was only one thing in my mind: ki I'm only a student, not a teacher. So I have to go through the entire process like a fresh candidate. Exactly, because competition is among all of us, right? So determination is the main thing.
वेरी ट्रू, वेरी ट्रू, डिटर्मिनेशन इज द की। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, जो भी एस्पिरेंट इस एग्जाम को टारगेट करते हैं, उनके लिए क्या एडवाइस आपकी, जो फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट देने वाले हैं अपने?
Since I have already mentioned, hard work and dedication, these two things goes hand in hand. You have to dedicate yourself. If you are choosing something which has three steps: prelims, mains, viva, and as I have already mentioned, when you are appearing in prelims, don't think it is my just genuine a one casual attempt or something like that. One thing must be there in every candidate's aspirant's mind: ki it is my first attempt and it will be my last attempt. I will clear it in one stroke only, and that motivation will help us to clear all the steps in a proper way. So far as I think, because this was the strategy behind me, and whenever I was preparing for from my own experience, I have not think of any allied services. I was just focusing on the first grade one, the class one ACS only. So I think that small things can also be our motivation.
बिल्कुल, छोटी छोटी चीजों से ही मोटिवेशन लेना है बड़े एम के लिए। आप राकेश्री, आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, आपने किस तरीके से अपने एसे पेपर की तैयारी की, क्योंकि एसे पेपर को माना जाता है गेम चेंजर।
See, whenever we heard of essay paper, we thought ki, there are so many candidates I met, they have prepared 80, 90 essays. Okay, so many essays in so many topics. But I have prepared hardly 9 or 10 topics. So while we are going to writing an essay, we have to ensure what is the topic, because we are not appearing in class 10 board exam or 12 board exam, right? We are going to be a civil servant. So we have to think beyond the box. Normal people जो कुछ भी नहीं सोच रहे हैं ना, हमें उन लोगों को सोचना है, उन लोगों के ऊपर सोचना है. So that's why while you are preparing for your essay paper, you have to think a single subject from different perspectives, like how it will be impact on society, how the political impact, how economy will be influenced. We have to think. And since I was the student of sociology was my optional, so this subject also helped me to write or think the topics in this way. So I think preparing too many topics is quite meaningless. You should prepare some specific subjects, and you also have to prepare yourself ki, if something else will come, I can use my talent, I can use my thinking capacity, and I will be able to write.
बिल्कुल, थिंकिंग आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स। राकेश्री, आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, आज के समय में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया में बहुत सारे मटेरियल अवेलेबल हैं, जो भी एस्पिरेंट्स हैं उनके लिए काफी कंफ्यूज भी हो जाते हैं। एक तरफ बून भी है और एक तरफ कर्ज भी है, अगर मैं प्रिसाइजली बोलूं तो इस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया के समय में किस तरीके से एस्पिरेंट्स को अपने सोर्सेज बहुत ही स्मार्टली चूज करना चाहिए?
First thing, students should go through the textbooks first, the materials, the hard copies. Then we should move to the online things, online materials, because when we are reading a book, it become monotonous. Letters are so many static, we get bored. So when I have completed one topic, like if I am studying the constitution, various articles, So after completing in hard copy, I have to move on online materials, like whatever there. If there is some trick, since I followed Study IQ for a long time, so there are some videos, like there are some tricks you have to which help you to make the large things in short. Like there are some tricks to remember the articles, to remember the main fundamental rights, the first letters. So first we have to clear our textual conceptions. Then we have to go to the online perspectives, and the online materials always help us to revise the things. Whatever we have studied in the books, the online materials help us to recall them very properly.
बिल्कुल। राकेश, आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, मॉक टेस्ट का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल होता है किसी भी एस्पिरेंट के लिए सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन को क्लियर करना। तो सर, आपके हिसाब से आपने कितने मॉक टेस्ट दिए और ये कितना जरूरी है किसी भी एस्पिरेंट के लिए सक्सेसफुल होना?
Importance of mock test can't be explained in 1-2 sentences, because mock test is a thing which make you perfect, which make you near to perfect. So I have appeared at, I think, 17 or 18 mock tests, and whenever I was writing in my original mains exam, it was seemed to me like I was appearing in mock test, because everybody knows everything, we know everything, we know the topic, but how to precise your answer within the limited time period, within the limited words, that is the main thing. I know what is constitution, I know what is the 14th Finance Commission, right, say for example, but how I make my answer different from the other candidate, it will depend only my preparation, and that preparation will not happen or before 1 month or 2 months. It's a long process. Whenever I started, I have completed my prelims, then immediately after I started my writing practices, and that writing practice will help us to complete the paper, since within 3 hours we have to write 300 marks, and it's not a cup of tea for everybody. So practice makes the man perfect, and I think mock test plays a very important role in preparation of every aspirant.
आपने जैसे बताया, आपने 19 से 20 मॉक टेस्ट दिए एक्चुअल एग्जामिनेशन में से पहले। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, आपने मॉक इंटरव्यूज भी दिया, और यदि दिया तो मॉक इंटरव्यूज एक्चुअल इंटरव्यू से कितना अलग होता है?
I thought only the setup is different in mock interview and actual interview, because when we appear in mock interview, the panelists are very expert persons. They have experienced year-long experience they have. So whatever they taught to us, whatever feedback they have given to us, it is definitely, personally I was influenced, I was helped in my final interview, in my final viva, because in mock interview we made so many mistakes. In 2-3 mocks, literally I literally cried, but it was the point ki it's better I am crying here, but I should not cry in the final interview. So that confidence within an aspirant, mock interview is very helpful. We have to appear in mock interview.
यदि आपसे पूछे कि आपने करंट अफेयर्स को लेकर एस्पिरेंट्स के मन में बहुत कंफ्यूजन होती है, तो आपने करंट अफेयर्स को अपने किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर किया, और कितना टाइम स्पैन का करंट अफेयर्स प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए एस्पिरेंट्स को एक्चुअल एग्जाम में अपीयर होने से पहले?
एक्चुअली बहुत सारे रूमर्स और मिसकंसेप्शंस है एस्पिरेंट के मन में कि करंट अफेयर्स का हम नोट्स बनाएंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे, बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. द मीनिंग ऑफ करंट अफेयर इज करंट अफेयर, द डेली अपडेट्स. एंड इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर सिविल सर्विस, then there is a proverb ki you can skip your breakfast but you cannot skip your newspaper, your daily newspaper. So newspaper, each and every point, but yes, the everything is not necessary within the newspaper, and we have that capacity to select the things which is important for me, and if possible I can write down it in my notebook, or the paper cutting is there. And with that, we have to go through the news, since in the science and technology, now we have so many news apps. Everything is there in our mobile only, everything is available. So we have to up to date ourselves what is going on, because if we are after few months we are going to be a civil servant, so we have to know every aspect, not only the polity, not only the society, but economy, what's going on, what the border issues, everything we have to remember. And one thing I want to say, aspirants should not carry that misconception ki we have to make notes on current affairs, because current affair is not a subject, it's the daily affairs, that what is going on in and around us, that is the thing only.
ये आपने बहुत ही अच्छा पॉइंट बोला कि स्टूडेंट्स को एक बर्डन की तरह नहीं लेना है करंट अफेयर्स, अपने आप को अप टू डेट रखना है डेली अफेयर्स से। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, आपने अभी जैसे आपने बोला डेली अफेयर्स, आपने इसकी नोट मेकिंग कैसे की? क्योंकि नोट मेकिंग को कहते हैं बहुत एसेंशियल होता है किसी भी एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन के लिए, खासकर जब हम रिवीजन करें तो आपने किस तरीके से नोट बनाया, ऑनलाइन या ऑफलाइन बोर्ड, कैसे?
See, basically, to be very honest, current affairs का जो notes है वो मैंने ऐसे note, as a note I have not prepared. The concepts, like in before our Viva, there were some serious issues in Assam, in my native state, that there is a fire in oil field like Bakjan, and there are so many current border issues, Mizoram and Assam, there are border tensions were going on. So that thing, if that is on the current affairs, on the breaking news, then my motive is to make some important or some crucial points on that topic. Not I didn't mean ki you are reading the newspaper and all the things you are note down it on your copy or your notebook. That is not the thing. If there is something on like tea, some important thing, oil fields, some inaugurations, new policies were announced by the government, then that thing should be in our copy, not the everything. So we should be very careful in choosing what is important and what is not.
ये बहुत ही वैलिड पॉइंट है। एक बार फिर मैं यही कहूंगी, आपसे पूछना चाहते हैं, जैसे जब स्टूडेंट्स एस्पिरेंट्स प्रिपरेशन के मोड में आते हैं तो एक मिसकंसेप्शन है कि पहले वो स्टैटिक पोर्शन तैयार करेंगे और फिर डायनामिक। तो ये स्टैटिक और डायनामिक के बीच किस प्रकार एस्पिरेंट्स तालमेल बैठा सकते हैं?
Static or dynamic, if we see, everything is static and everything is dynamic. If I am preparing some theory, for example, if I'm preparing my optional papers, there are two papers, one is theory and one is contemporary issues. So when I'm preparing the theories, that would be connected to the contemporary things. If I'm reading about the theory of Karl Marx, then that theory, how it is implementary, how it is useful or beneficiary in today's time, we have to know how to make up that link. That is important. The linkage between static and dynamic is very important, that there is no difference. Yes, there is a difference between static and dynamic, but our duty is to connect both of them, and then only we can write a better answer.
बिल्कुल, स्टैटिक और डायनामिक को कंबाइन करके ही पढ़ाई एक अच्छी स्ट्रैटेजी के तौर पे मानी जाती है। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, जैसे आपने बताया आपने 2016 से इस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए पढ़ना शुरू किया, आंसर राइटिंग को एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट की माना जाता है इस एग्जाम में सक्सेस के लिए। तो आपने आंसर राइटिंग कब शुरू की और एस्पिरेंट्स को क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि उन्हें आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस कब शुरू करनी चाहिए?
I have started my answer writing practice immediately after prelims, because answer writing is not a rocket science. It's not a nano science. We can read and know. There is no specific class. There is no coaching on answer writing. That is, we have to prepare by ourselves only. How the thing is that how much I will involve myself in writing something, that thing make me perfect. If the first answer is not perfect, then I have to make sure in my second attempt, in my third attempt, it should be perfect, because we have to present only the meaningful, precise things in our answer sheet. That is that thing we everybody have to keep in their mind ki, but if I'm writing something, how it is valid. And while it was my experience while I was preparing my answers, I have completed in the second paragraph, I have completed the answer. But in the conclusion, I always try to give some examples, the examples which is relevant in present day society and also related to the answer what I have written above. So that is the main thing. And practice is the only key to make your answers perfect.
प्रैक्टिस इज द ओनली की। बिल्कुल, और मैं सभी एस्पिरेंट्स को यही बोलना चाहूंगी, प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस। आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे आपका मैसेज एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए जो इस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं।
First of all, I would like to say all the best to all of you. See, there is a famous quote, life for nothing and die for something. And that something, जितना जल्दी आप उस समथिंग को पकड़ लोगे ना, उतना ही जल्दी यू कैन मूव. If the goal is in front of your eyes, if you are determined, if you are looking your goal in front of you, then make sure your path, your way will connect you to your goal automatically. We all of us know the story of Arjuna. He has seen only the eye of that fish, only the eye, not the entire fish. So these are some examples from which we can learn, from which we can motivate ourselves. So I think if you are determined, if your goal is clear, and if you can connect your passion and your profession, that is the very big thing. So definitely success will follow you.
बहुत ही सुंदर ख्याल आपके हैं राकेश श्री। मुझे उम्मीद है जितने भी एस्पिरेंट्स इस वीडियो को देख रहे हैं, आपकी जर्नी से बहुत सारा इंस्पायर हो और जल्दी अपनी लाइफ में सक्सेसफुल हो। बहुत सारा धन्यवाद राकेश श्री हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। आपको आपके आने वाले जीवन के लिए स्टडी IQ की तरफ से ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद राकेश श्री हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए।